hopefully we're not skipping here. Alright, so, yeah, I guess we'll do a countdown. Alright, so, I guess 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, so, yep, this gallery shooter. Lots of enemies gonna come out. We're in a fixed area. And we're gonna shoot things. Lots of shots. So, the way I get weapons is by shooting an ammo bot. And these things can fly around, so they can be very random. But otherwise, I have different weapons I can choose. I blow things up, the usual. And just gonna wait for these bosses to show up here. Let's see. Okay, so we got our... Alright, wait for it, wait for it. Alright, so I would have been really cool and I would have tried to quick kill all 3 bosses at the same time with grenades, but this game can be very random, but whatever. We made it past the first stage, and that is always a good thing. Alright. Right. Yeah, so there are really like 3 things that you have to know about this game to get good. So you want to duck, dodge, and shoot. You can take cover by ducking, but the enemies can destroy your cover, so you always want to be on the move. You want to roll to go fast and to dodge quickly. This will get you like iframes, but you can always run the risk of rolling to a bullet by accident. So we got our boss, so I'm just going to ignore all these enemies and just destroy the boss, because that's going to destroy everything else. So the soundtrack and amazing sprite work. Like, this game was made by these 2 brothers. They are DY Games, that's their studio, and they do like some amazing sprite work that they have on their Twitter, so definitely give them a follow and check out their Twitter. But yeah, so what else? I did mention that the music's really good. The voice acting, though, this is very much like a 90s style game, so plot's not important, and whatever voice acting is pretty terrible. Thankfully, we are not going to see any of that, and we're just going to go fast and shoot things. Yeah, like usually when I do my attempts, I am usually a lot more quiet, just because this is a very involved game. So, I mean, hopefully I won't die, because that would so not be Sugoi. And yeah, I get to show off this pretty cool game here. We got our boss, and I like to use spread gun here. So different weapons are more effective against certain types of enemies. And usually I try to save my pea shooter for the regular enemies. And special weapons, usually for the boss. So kind of the idea here is that I want to keep my health at full, and then when I get to the boss, I want to tank hits and kill the boss as soon as possible, because the pea shooter is really weak against bosses, and there are certain points where if I run out of special ammo and I'm at the boss, it's probably much faster to reset than to try to defeat the boss with the pea shooter. What else can I say? I try to use my pea shooter to shoot the ammo bot to get my weapons. Otherwise, I run the risk of destroying the ammo bot completely and losing whatever power-ups I may have gotten. Alright. Looking pretty good on my weapons here. So it's very tempting to, like, you know, blow your load and just use all your specials, but again, if you play smart, you're gonna have a better time. And flamethrower, great for a short range, and I guess I'm gonna play it safe here. Oh shit. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good. Oh fuck. Okay, we're good. Alright, I do not want to redo this. Okay, we're good. Oh, this happens more likely than you think. We're already at our boss here. We're fighting the pig. I want to destroy these 3 enemies to get the ammo bot to show up so I can do some real damage on this thing. Like, holy shit, man. Ideally, I would want this guy to be closer so I could do more damage with weapons like this bread gun and the flamethrower, but we're just gonna shoot it until it dies. So I think on this stage, we have 3 ammo bots that show up. And yeah, reminder that I am playing this on easy, and It took me like hours of casual play and just getting good before I even felt comfortable speedrunning this. Oh, yeah, I should be good here. So, like, normal mode, you still get health pickups like on easy mode, but enemies fire faster and they take more hits. Hard mode, however, you do not get any health pickups, and it is hardcore. The game will kick your ass. So, for the longest time, I was playing on easy because that's what I could manage. I could actually finish runs. So, there are like 25 stages, 5 bosses. On easy mode, I don't have to worry about a time limit, but on the other difficulties, you have to clear all stages within a certain amount of time to unlock the 25th and final stage. But if you're good, this should not be an issue. So, but if you suck, well, sucks to be you. Not sure if I mentioned again that I need to make sure that I move around and not just hide all the time. There are actually going to be enemies that are there specifically to blow my cover. So, got my rocket launcher. These are great with dealing with these shield dudes because, seriously, if you try to shoot them while they're defending, it will just take too long, and that's a massive time waster. Yeah, so I've been running this game for a good part of this year. Like, I picked this game up during New Year's, streamed it, decided I enjoyed enough, and yeah, well, here I am. I actually hold the world record for easy mode and normal mode. The hard mode, the world record is held by friend Freaky, who's on Twitter, and he has like a 38-minute run or something. But the thing is, I do my timing a bit differently, so I steal my runs from a completed file just so I can skip out on 8 minutes, 10 something seconds worth of stage transitions and cutscenes that I would have to wait to skip. So, but it's still not a free. The category is not free by any means because I still have to work really hard at it. And I mean, with hard mode runs, I'm probably gonna die. I try not to on like easy or normal, but the thing about hard mode is that I don't have any health and things can just happen. And yeah, let me just focus here for a little bit and I'll be able to get my words. I am the Wandering Mind for a reason. But yeah, hard mode is by no means free, and one thing that I really have to do with this game is that I really gotta really take care not to destroy my hands, because the way I do my controller handling and stuff, my hands start to hurt really badly after 10 or 15 minutes. So I can only do like 1 or 2 attempts at a time, and then I just have to stop. So really, if I'm doing practice, it's usually individual level runs. But really, I'm more focused, at least for speedrunning, I'm more focused on full game runs. Like finishing a run deathless, it's no easy feat. So there are going to be these robot dudes I want to destroy as soon as possible and just manage them. So this guy's giving me a really bad pattern. Alright. It also doesn't help that this stage is really small. I don't have a lot of cover, and there are just a whole bunch of enemies. Like, this robot dude is very weak. These robots are very weak to flame, but they actually have to be within range, so you can either take the risk or you can play it safe. It just depends. So I am pretty much in the clear. I just have to clear out these enemies, and I should be good. Just like that. Oh, shit. Oh. I'm still good. Was I in stage 9? Whatever, we'll find out. Not like I'm gonna world record in this run anyway. These mistakes happen. Right, yeah, so the thing about this stage is that there are gonna be these trains that will come out, and if I get hit by them, they can also one-hit enemies, and if I'm unlucky, they can also destroy the ammo bot I'm trying to shoot for ammo. I do not want that. So, what else can I say? So each wave shows up when the last enemy from the previous wave is remaining. So that's kind of the pattern. And so I think I almost got hit by a train that would have been so Natsugoi. And I try to use my melee weapon whenever I have enemies that come close enough, since I can do a reasonable amount of damage. And let's see, so that's one down here. I can tank the hits here. So this game has auto aiming, so whatever I select on, that's what I pick. I can't manually change targets, so what you'll see me doing is that I will be swiping to change my target. And one thing I just realized when warming up before this run is that you can actually destroy some bullets with your melee weapon. You know, you just learn something new every day. And I want to see if I can get close enough so I can do damage. This guy can be a pain if you don't manage him properly. Oh, and when he does that bomb thing, it will cause his part of the stage to be on fire, and I can't really stay there. And we're almost there, we're almost there. Oh, I feel pretty good. Oh yeah!
Stage clear. Action.
Alright. So, what else can I say? Just, you know, I'm shooting some shots. Each stage has like kind of a special achievement you can get for certain conditions, so like you may want to try to not destroy an object. It just depends. I have gotten all achievements for this game. They are pretty random just because enemies can destroy things when you don't mean to. And this game is just very random. I've also tried doing individual level runs just for fun, just to see if I can meet or beat the best times on the Steam leaderboards. I'm not sure if they're up to date, and I don't think Steam has actually updated them for this game, but I know that I've probably beaten the ILs for every stage in this game, except for one where I tied them like, oh, I feel like I'm pretty good enough. Right. I do want to make sure that I have my special weapon ammo for the boss coming up, because this is one boss in particular where you do not want to use your pea shooter. Oh. Alright, so that's one down. And we are pretty good here. Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry about shouting. I'm not much when playing this game. So yeah, sorry to all the headphone users up there. This game just gets really intense, and I'm surprised I'm not swearing more than I've already been. Yeah, like really, I mean, a lot of the game just speaks for itself. But yeah, I mean, the developers have gotten on record to say that if this game is not for you, don't be afraid to get a refund, and for good reason. So, yeah, I do want to save my spread gun for the boss coming up. And let's see here. Alright, so we got our boss, and I think I should be good here. So if you don't do a good job at managing this boss, yeah, you're gonna get a bunch of other enemies that show up, and shit's gonna happen. However, I'm good. I survived.
Stage clear. Action.
I gave myself a pretty generous estimate because shit can happen with this game. And I'm always gonna swipe to the right, so I try to have enemies show up to my right. Yes. I'm probably going to be done with this game once I beat the world record for hard mode. It's like, I would really want to grind this game more, but again, it hurts my hands and I may have to go into early retirement. It's just knowing my own limitations more than anything. And it's a shame because I legitimately enjoy this game. Also, sorry about Discord, I forgot to turn that off. Whatever, I can deal with it. Yeah, looking pretty good here. Oh yeah, so these things, you definitely want to use rocket launcher for the shield enemies. And these bosses, I can just shoot to death. And yeah, it's easy. Easy every time.
Stage clear.
So I'm gonna double check something here while I'm at it.
Action.
Okay, yes, we did that stage. We did that stage, so I am like, so I'm gonna put this on mute. Alright, yeah, we should be good. I just want to double check that we are doing every stage.
Action.
I did this. Not a big deal.
Action.
Did this. I have a short-term memory.
Action.
Also did this.
Action.
Okay, this, well, every stage kind of has its own hazard, so, like, we have, like, poison fumes that come out, so not only do I have a tight space to work with, I also have to not run these things. Yeah, so I'm managing this very well. I preferably want to have, like, full health for the boss coming up here. Yeah, like I said, I enjoy this game. It's like, I know I'm good at the game when I can actually talk during it. It really just depends on the game. Like, I usually like to run, like, 3+ hour RPGs, so, like, having to play a game that's, like, action-heavy, pretty intense, like 30 minutes, it's a nice change of pace. And shit. I should be good, though. Just shoot things to death, god damn it. Yeah, so, I died. I lose a minute, not a big deal. Though, if this were an easy or normal mode run, I'd be resetting right away, but that's kind of how punishing it is. So I'm just gonna focus here for a little bit here so I can actually do good. Yeah, it's like if I was gonna die in a boss, that was probably gonna be it. Just because I have the gas fumes to deal with, I have the rockets from these bosses that I have to roll out of the way, and then the bullets that will just shoot straight in front of me. So, lots of stuff going on here. Really, it's like if I can finish a run under estimate, I don't care how horrible it is still a good run in my opinion. I like finishing runs. So, we are going to attack aggressively. And since I'm at full health, I can kind of tank this boss. Alright, there we go. We survived. So this boss, I really hate. I hope he comes pretty close enough, which he looks like he's cooperating, so I could possibly do more damage. Oh, I have to dodge that. Oh, and dodge that. This, I do want to do some good damage and not have to dodge roll. Oh, okay, this is good. I can quick kill. That was actually a very good boss fight, all things considered. Only 5 seconds off my best time for that stage. Yeah. So, DYA Games, they released another game on Steam recently. It's called Strikey Sisters, which is more of an Arkanoid game, so different change of pace. I'm definitely going to try that out after this marathon's over, once I've done my run, and maybe once I get enough time on hard mode, but yeah. Not much else I can say here. Lots of shots being fired, and just the game speaking for itself. My hands are still feeling pretty good, so that's a good thing. Oh shit, oh. Still looking pretty good here. Oh yeah, so you can either try to roll the way of these guys, or you can try to hide. But I want to go fast, so I'm going to attack aggressively. And there we go. Alright, so this stage has fans that can slow me down. However, I'm not going to destroy them because why waste the time? Just like how I don't want to die. Don't want to waste the time either. Just gotta go fast. No, I've always wanted to try this game in an arcade stick or like a fighting gamepad. Just, I'm so used to PS4 controller that I don't think it's really worth all the trouble. And we just have a few more waves to go through here. Looking pretty good on my ammo. And, okay, we're just gonna focus on this boss and shoot it to death. Yep, looking pretty good here. Game, it just flies by. So yeah, like I said, duck, dodge, and shoot. And then just playing the game over and over to get good at it enough to do the speed run. And not losing out on any ammo drops because every ammo counts at this point. And that ammo bot is not cooperating. Okay, it is now. Alright, so we got our boss here. Okay. I want to destroy these things because they can shoot bullets and just like that. Yeah. So we destroy one door, and then we're just going to shoot the other thing here. And there we go. This stage can be a massive pain. Ideally, if you want to be careful, you don't want to destroy the test tubes because that's more enemies you can deal with. But if you can't help it, you can't help it. You actually get an achievement for going through the stage without destroying any of these test tubes, but I mean, things are gonna get destroyed. That's just the very nature of this game. Yeah, so kind of like that. So I'm just gonna wait and just do massive damage, just like that. All things considered, I am doing really good. Alright, wait for it, and... Okay, yeah, we are... Oh man, it's a lot of clutch here. Oh shit! Like, this is actually kind of a disastrous stage, but not dying is good, so I will take that. And we got our boss, so Lizard Dude. I hope he doesn't go invisible, or I'm gonna cry. Any other attack patterns I can deal with, preferably I want him to be close so I can do more damage with the spread gun or the flamethrower, but you just gotta give what the game gives you. Just gotta roll with it. Yeah, so that's what I want. Just shoot him to death here. And there we go. That was a very considered.
Stage clear.
So we got our last batch of stages. Just want enemy management and ammo management are both really important. So like for the big thing, I want to use my spread shot, and then for everything else, I want to use my pea shooter since I can destroy them. But yeah.